Hey you guys, Erin here. I am dropping in to give you the astrological update for the first half of May 2024. I hope everybody made it through that eclipse season with ease and grace. My goodness, March and April were very wild months. But we are now in the very comfortable sign of Taurus. The sun is beaming through the very comfortable sign of Taurus. Taurus represents the middle of springtime. This is when we really start to settle into this spring kind of energy. And in fact, on May 7th at 8:21 p.m. Pacific time, we will be having a new moon in the sign of Taurus. With this new moon, any new moon is a time to manifest new beginnings or growth that's related to the zodiac sign the new moon is beaming through. So this is an absolutely wonderful time to be manifesting new beginnings or growth that are related to this lovely sign of Taurus. But not only that, we will also have Venus in Taurus. We also have Uranus in Taurus. We also have Jupiter in Taurus. Not only that, but on May 13th, we will have the sun exactly conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So we're getting hit with a lot of this Taurus energy. So let's talk about this. The sign of Taurus is what we call the fixed earth sign. When I say fixed, what I'm talking about is an ability to get into a rhythm and stick with it, do things with consistency and persistency. In the element of earth, those things are amplified. All the earth signs tend to come with a little more stability. They're the signs that are very well recognized for their ability to take care of their earthly, mundane responsibilities. But out of all the earth signs, the sign of Taurus tends to be the most magnetic. It's ruled by Venus, which Venus is the influencer of love and beauty and harmony and relationships. And not only that, but again, Venus is also in the sign of Taurus for this first half of May, which really enhances this lovely, very sensual sign of Taurus. It's actually quite romantic kind of energy. We do have, like I mentioned, we have Uranus going through Taurus. That's going through Taurus all the way until 2025, which Uranus can bring some very unexpected or unpredictable surprises in, absolutely no doubt. But overall, this is an absolutely lovely energy. This is a really good time to be enjoying this kind of astrological weather. Not only that, but we've also got a ton of Aries energy coming through. What I really like about what's going on right now is, as I mentioned, Venus is in her own home in the sign of Taurus, meaning Venus gets to work comfortably there. It's like Venus is in her own castle. She knows where everything is. She gets to work comfortably. But we've also got Mars going through the sign of Aries. Now, Mars rules Aries. Mars is also in his own home, working comfortably. Mars revs things up. The sign of Taurus can tend to be very calm and very patient and very slow moving. But we've got this Mars and Aries energy to rev things up a little bit, give people the energy they need to go do what they got to do. Not only that, but we've also got the North Node going through the sign of Aries, which that North Node pumps celestial energy in. That North Node is going through the sign of Aries all the way until January of 2025. We've also got Mercury exactly conjunct Chiron. Mercury rules over our mental function. Chiron is the wounded healer. Okay, now these guys are exactly conjunct, meaning they're the exact same spot, meaning they're functioning together in the sign of Aries, which is the sign of self. So let me repeat that. The wounded healer who wants us to heal, especially if it has anything to do with wounds from early childhood, trauma from early childhood, right next to the ruler of our mental function. This gives people the opportunity to, how am I going to heal this? I know I can heal this. This is all coming through that very fiery sign of Aries, which again is the sign of self. How can we heal ourselves? Okay, we've also got some really nice Pisces energy going on. We've got Saturn going through Pisces, which Saturn doesn't naturally function so well in the sign of Pisces because Saturn wants us to be disciplined. Saturn is rigid. Saturn's all about responsibilities. But the sign of Pisces is the sign of mysticism. It's the sign of spirituality. Okay, so this is very much bringing in this energy of let's get serious with our spiritual practices. Let's get disciplined with our spiritual practices. Not only that, but Saturn is making a very opportunistic connection with that new moon in Taurus, okay? So if maybe you're somebody who really wants to start working with moon cycles, this is a really, really good time to do that, especially if you're intrigued by the magic of it all. And what could also enhance that is Neptune going through Pisces, okay? Neptune rules Pisces. Neptune loves to be in the sign of Pisces because this is such a magical kind of energy. Neptune influences magic. Neptune influences psychic powers. Pisces is the sign of magic and the sign of magic powers, okay? So we've got this really good, strong energy coming in here through this first half of May. I will say this, Pluto just went into retrograde. Now, Pluto is the planet of power. Pluto is gnarly. Pluto is aggressive and is now retrograding through that sign of Aquarius, okay? If you've got anything in the very early degrees of the sign of Aquarius in your own natal chart, Pluto is saying, hey, it's time to reevaluate your transformational process so that I can empower you through something. Okay, not only that, but where is the sign of Aquarius in your natal chart? There's something going on there that's really trying to influence a very strong, powerful transformational process so that you can be empowered through that. Okay, so hopefully that made sense to you guys. If you want to finely tune, I'm talking about how we're all experience this as a collective, but it's also incredibly unique to each and every one of us. As I mentioned, where's that sign of Aquarius in your natal chart? Is that coming through your house of career, your house of relationships, your house of money, your house of communication, your house of higher learning, your house of physical health? What about that sign of Taurus, which is just being pounded with so much celestial force right now? Where does that come through your natal chart? What area of your life does that? Well, it's got to be coming through somewhere. What about this sign of Aries? Maybe that's activating your house of relationships or your house of money, your house of health, your house of career. All of these things have to be coming through somewhere in our own personal natal chart. That is in part why it's so empowering to get familiar with our natal chart. Now, if you'd like to get a reading with me so that you can get familiar with your natal chart, you can schedule your reading through the East West website, which is eastwestbooks.org. When you go to that website, you will see a little link on top that says readers and healers. When you click there, it's very self-explanatory. You can schedule a reading with myself or any of the wonderful readers and healers that East West has to offer. Okay, you guys, I do hope to hear from some of you. And until next time, namaste to all of you.